Hi, everyone. We're going to do some by signs readings for the month of June. So we're going to tune into what do you need to know about your month of June. Just to clarify, I'm pulling cards for the astrological signs. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is to watch for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. That is going to give you a little bit more of a personalized reading for you. Of course, these are all general readings, so you want to take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Not everything will resonate for you on your personal journey, but some of it will. And so I would love for you guys to let me know what does resonate, where you're at, what you're feeling with these cards that we're pulling. I've taken the time to just pre-shuffle all of the cards. I've noticed that when I do it this way, it just makes it flow more easily, and we can dive right in sign by sign, going through the readings and connect with the messages for you. So say hello if you are watching. Let me know how you're doing here in this energy. Let me know what's going on for you guys. Let me know where you're watching from too. I always love to hear that stuff. So without further ado, let's dive into Aries. All right. So Aries, we have the Three of Wands, the Water Spirit Manifesting Dreams card, and the Communication card. I like this. So part of the reason that I'm doing June readings here is I feel like June is going to be really big. If you guys want the full June reading, what's happening for the collective, make sure you are signed up for my membership. That is where I cover a full overview of the month and what to expect. But I feel like June is going to be big. And so I felt like I needed to do these readings. And I think it's especially going to be big for you, Aries, based on these cards that I'm seeing. It makes sense to me based on what I feel in the energy, because I feel like it's going to give you a little bit more of a momentum, a little bit more forward movement. You're going to find some things that are developing and happening for you that maybe you've been waiting on for a long time. We have that Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is typically and it is in this card as well, like this person, and it's hard to see probably, but this person who is sitting at the edge of the water, and these ships are coming in. We also see the image of a full moon up here in the corner, and the full moon symbolizes the development of your wishes and your dreams. And so I very much get the energy here with this, especially with the Manifesting Dreams card that we have here, that some things are coming in, your ships are coming in, that things are developing, that things are starting to happen. And maybe you've been waiting at the edge of this water for a long time, hopeful, feeling the energy coming in, feeling things happening, feeling like something good is coming your way. And this is acknowledging that something good is coming your way. And I feel like it's something good. And so what I mean by that is I'm very aware like of the other ship that's in the background. So it's kind of like a blessing comes in, but then there's an extra blessing that comes in as well. Maybe it's like a bonus to something that you're manifesting, something that you're working on, that you've been waiting on. And all of a sudden we have this extra thing coming in. And I get the energy with this. It's like, I didn't even know that that was something that I wanted, but here we are. And I love that this has come into my experience. So this is like blessings with a bonus here in the month of June for you, Aries. We also have the Water Spirit card, which is the Manifesting Dreams card. And this feels like exactly what it sounds like to me, like the full development of a manifestation that you've been waiting on for quite some time. Maybe you're taking some actions here in the month of June and feeling called to take some actions in the month of June that are going to help to move that forward and to develop it. But we see this little otter here in the corner, and he just looks really thankful and grateful. Like almost, I see you in the month of June just being in that place where you're like, thank you, God. I didn't know it could be so amazing. I didn't know that this could happen. And it looks really magical there in the background as well. So I think a lot to look forward to. The other card that we pulled is the Communication card. So the first thing that I'm noticing, the card says, speak your truth and express yourself. Listen, communicate, or write your message. And I almost wonder, first of all, if manifestations are coming through in the form of an important communication. Somebody comes in and shares something with you, and it helps something to develop, to manifest. Maybe it's just good news that's coming into your experience. But I also feel like in terms of action that you're being called to take in the month of June, it's communication. Maybe you're needing to express yourself in some way. You're needing to speak your truth in some way. You're needing to ask important questions. You're needing to get curious about something. And I feel that energy here with this, where it's like some kind of clarity coming to mind, some kind of truth coming to the surface, something like that, that is going to help to facilitate some kind of manifestation for you or blessing coming into your life. This also may be when you finally decide, if you've been thinking about some kind of a communication or saying something or expressing your truth and you've been holding yourself back, I feel like this is kind of that key to unlock some blessings for you. So certainly move forward with that and watch how that brings some more magic into your life. Okay, so that is for Aries. Do we have any Aries out there that are watching? Let me know. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from too. I always love to hear that. I also I have this goal of 100 likes for a video. I've never had that before. And I'm still a pretty smaller channel. So please hit that like button. It really helps to support it. And we're going to get there. I really would love to see it. So hit me with lots of likes, hearts, whatever you want to do. I'm streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. Whatever resonates for you. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button so that you can catch all of these videos that I do here. And so now we're going to move into Taurus. Okay, so for Taurus, we have... Hi, Brandy. Oh, thank you so much. She said, Brandy says, I look so pretty today. Thank you. I love like this color. I love this color. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands in reverse we're starting out with. Okay, then we have the playfulness card, the elves card, and then we have the intentions card. So I'm very much getting this energy here for Taurus, that Taurus is in a place where they need to work on some level of detachment. I think that there is like a call to move forward with something or a desire to move forward with something, but it's not, you're not quite sure how to do that or how to make that happen, or there's a frustration that it's not moving forward. And part of the message here is to work on allowing yourself to detach from any particular outcome, from letting go of any particular desire that you're having around something, not because you don't desire it, but because you want to put yourself in a position where you're stepping out of the way, where you're moving out of the way so the energy can flow again. I kind of get this energy of it feeling like it's not quite flowing, that attachment to outcome is preventing things from flowing. I also feel like with this Two of Wands in reverse, that there's an invitation here to try things a new way, to do things a different way, to be willing to shake it up. But there's also like a bit of fear around that, a bit of hesitation around that. And this is that invitation to do it anyway. Maybe you feel scared, but you do it anyway. This is that invitation to challenge yourself, to step out of your comfort zone in some way and to try it a new way, because this is going to lead to a lot of success, a lot of movement. And so instead of focusing on obsessing over a particular outcome or being too focused on a particular outcome, focus on how can I move myself out of my comfort zone? How can I continue to progress and to do things in a little bit of a different way? I was talking about that in my weekly reading, that we really want to be shaking things up, trying to do things in a different way, being open to doing things in a different way, and that's going to lead to success. And I'm feeling that really strongly for Taurus energy, that we've got to shake that up. So that's where you want to put your energy, not on obsessing over a particular outcome. If you take the steps in a direction, you're going to see that rewards are coming in, but you have to be willing to shake it up and to stretch yourself, get out of that comfort zone, experience new things. The next card that we have is the playfulness. So speaking of experiencing new things, get out there and have a good time. I feel like that's going to be so important for the month of June. Have new experiences, try new things, and do it all from a playful place. That is going to help you with detachment as well, because when you are focused on having a great time, being playful, enjoying yourself, enjoying the people that you love to enjoy in your life, having experiences and maybe even new experiences, because that can focus your energy in a bit of a different way, and it can shake up the energy in a bit of a different way. So be willing to do that and to just live your life here in the month of June. I always say the Gemini season brings that beginning of summer energy where we're being invited to just live it up and enjoy the sunshine and be more social again after Taurus season. Sometimes in Taurus season, we're not as social. And this is inviting us to do that. Get out there, be playful, have a good time, and also be intentional with this intentions card. How are you speaking to yourself? What are the intentions that you're putting out there? And can you bring yourself to a place where you are more focus on intention this month, putting those intentions out there. My favorite way to do that, and I've definitely found myself doing that lately a lot more, is to do manifestation writing, where I'm writing out the kind of things that I'm wanting to create, or I will write down intentions for my day every single day. This is the intentions that I have for my day. This is what I want to create here in my day. Now, this is all about setting it and forgetting it though, right? In this energy. So letting yourself set those intentions and then not focusing too much on them, not checking and watching and paying too much attention to it. When is this going to happen for me? And is this happening? Is this developing? Is this moving forward? Because if you're too focused on that, you're going to block your blessings, and that's not what you want to do. So that is the messages for Taurus. Do I have any Tauruses watching? You guys are quiet today. Say hello. Let me know what your signs are, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Let me know what you intuitively are feeling for the month of July or June for yourself. Like, what are you guys feeling coming in? Can you feel how powerful this month is coming in? I feel really good about it. And speaking of, this is now we're going to switch over to Gemini. So happy birthday to all of the Geminis out there. It is officially your season. I hope that you're celebrating. I hope that you are thinking about how do I take advantage of this new year that I have for myself? Because whenever we have our solar return, whenever we have our birthday, it's a new year for us. And so how do you want to be intentional about that? What do you want that to look like? I think that it's more important on your birthday than it is in the new year to think about goals that you have, changes that you want to make, intentions that you have, what you want this year to look like, because this is your personal year. So happy birthday, make the most of it and enjoy your season. So we have the Three of Cups, the Forest Temple, the Enlightenment card, and the Look Up card. There's definitely like, even with this Forest Temple card, we see the light coming down from above. We have the Look Up card. There's kind of this energy of, I see the light. And you might even, with that Look Up card, feel like the insights and the awareness that you're wanting to connect with will come in more clearly if you're spending time under the sky. Maybe you're watching the clouds and you're just kind of getting into a meditation as you're watching the clouds roll by, or you're spending time watching the sunrise, the sunset. That can be a really powerful, powerful way to just reset your energy every day, and to be connected to source, the universe, the divine, God, whatever you want to call that. Watching the stars, spending time underneath the stars, watching the moon, but definitely taking that time, because I feel like there is wisdom and there is clarity. There are aha moments for you as you're letting yourself do that. And hopefully, anyway, we're going to have some better weather. I am in New York State, and it has been raining for what feels like 6 months. I don't think it has been a full 6 months, but it's been raining a lot. Today, we have some sunshine. The skies are blue, but we've not had a lot of those days. So hopefully the weather is getting better. But hopefully you're getting outside, enjoying the weather, looking up at the sky, connecting with nature. That's going to be important for you here, Gemini, with that. And it says, the Look Up card says, look up to the sky and moon to receive healing and answers, sunsets, sunrises, and stargazing. So also, if you're looking for healing, that word stands out to me as well. So maybe you're working on healing something. Maybe you don't want to take something into your new year for yourself. So taking a little time to intentionally focus on, what do I need to do to heal this? Maybe you need to journal about it. You need to write your inner child a letter. Maybe you need to talk to somebody about it, do some kind of a therapy session of some kind, or work through it and exercise. I mean, there's a million different ways that we can heal ourselves. So however you're intuitively feeling called, and maybe that answer will come when you're looking up, when you're focusing on the sky. So let's talk about the other card. So the first card is the Three of Cups. So we see a celebration. This might be a birthday celebration for you. And this is about just living it up, enjoying your life, having fun. I was saying in the Taurus reading that Gemini season for me is beginning of summer vibes, meaning that we're so excited that we're shifting into this new season, a season that's meant to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted. And I want you to embrace it here in the month of June. That's going to help you to create a lot of success for yourself just by living, just by enjoying the people that you love, the people that you love to surround yourself with. Also, there might be something important that happens for you around your birthday, especially if you are a June Gemini, but certainly if you've already had your birthday, or it's your birthday today, or your birthday when you're watching, there might be something important that happens with your birthday that is supporting you in a significant level up. This feels important, but also something that supports you in seeing things more clearly. I'm feeling like there are moments of clarity. I'm feeling like there are light bulb moments, aha moments that are so important for you in creating success in whatever areas of your life you're wanting to create. So I would pay attention to that. I think we get a lot of that, but I also think this is about enjoying your hard work, enjoying the fruits of your labor. We also have the Forest Temple card, the Enlightenment card. So this to me feels like, again, you're going to have these moments of enlightenment, or maybe you're going to have a full shift in your mindset, in the way that you perceive something, someone, an experience. But this feels really powerful. It feels like, okay, all of a sudden I get it. And now I see it this way and I can't go back. Once I see it this way, I can't go backward. And that's what it feels like to me, is like being it moves you forward, it levels you up, it brings you into something new, and you're not able to go backwards, even if there's a part of you that would like to. This is about trusting yourself and moving forward with what it is that you now know, because you now know it. So I think you're going to find yourself having that connection through that in the month of June. So that is for Gemini. Let me know if you are a Gemini and if you are watching. I will also have this up later on my YouTube with the chapters. Sometimes that's nice. Sometimes that's an easier way to watch these readings is sorry, I can't do two things at once. Sometimes that's the easier way to watch these readings, because you can just, it'll be in the comments and you can go through and just, or in the description, and just move around through your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising. Maybe your Venus sign too, because if you watch your Venus sign, it's going to tell you specifically if you're looking about relationships, money, that kind of stuff. Check your Venus sign as well if you know it. But let me know what signs you guys are. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is great. So we're moving on to Cancer. So Cancer, you have the Sun. Love that for you. The Pegasus Transcending card and the Kindness card. So I'm going to start with the Kindness card. So the Kindness card, you see the way that the light is just shining through the hands. I just feel like maybe you've been in some ways for a while in a darker place. And I feel like all of a sudden some things are just clicking, connecting, some success is happening for you. I think that this has already been happening for you, but June feels like we take it to the next level. And the Kindness card says, you are a light here in this world. Compassion, love, and forgiveness for yourself and others. Yeah, I feel like this is you focusing on that kindness for yourself. But I also get the sense that here in the month of June, you might feel called to be of service in some way. And it might be something little where you just feel like, I need to be kind in this situation. I need to give to this situation. It might be something bigger, but wherever you feel called, I would certainly do that, because not only is that going to make you feel amazing and you're going to walk away from that feeling like you've done something purposeful, but I also feel like it leads to a level up. The energy of that leads to a level up. Hi, Rick. Nice to see you here. We also have this sun card, and it just feels like the sun is coming out. In fact, I feel like I pulled this card for you in a recent reading, recent all signs reading that I did as well. If it wasn't that, it was very much this energy of the sun, where it's like being on the right track, enjoying the fruits of your labor, being in a place where you now feel like, you know what, I really do have this figured out. I really have been progressing. And I just think that you're recognizing how far you've come and appreciating the blessings that are coming into your life. So I think that that's great. I think this is about just continuing to lean into the things that you've been working on, because if you're not seeing on the surface that success that I'm talking about, or that fulfillment in the things that you're doing, keep going. I get the sense of continue to keep going, because you're going to get there. There is a level of perseverance that you have been required to adopt, and I think that you will continue to be working on that. But really good things happening for you. We see this Pegasus card, which is the transcending card, and with that Pegasus, it's got like the person on his or her back. And that just feels magical, right? To have a Pegasus lift you up and fly you into the next level, to help you to transcend to the next level. So it almost feels like while you've put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, you also are going to just really feel spiritually helped and supported as you navigate the month of June. So let it take you to the next level. Let it bring you the blessings that you've been waiting on. It's funny, in all of these readings so far, I'm just really feeling like there are blessings that are coming in for people, and June is going to be a powerful month for that. I think we have a lot to look forward to here in the month of June. So that is the message there for Cancer. I think in terms of advice, the only advice is like to follow through and just move where you feel called to serve, because I think that's going to create that much more success for you with this. But you've already got a momentum going. You've already created a lot of things, and this just feels like you get to reap the rewards of the work that you've put in. All right, let's see. Next up, we have Leo. Do I have any Leos watching? Well, you guys are quiet. Let me know what your signs are, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Okay. All right, so this is for Leo. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Purification card, which I feel like I pulled for you in a recent all signs reading, and the Healing card. And I feel like maybe I pulled a healing card for you in a recent reading. Let me know if not. I can't remember what the most recent one I did. Maybe it was the success readings. I can't remember. Anyway, hi Donna. Hi Prakash. Nice to see you guys here. Let me know your sign. So Prakash, Aquarius. Do you know your moon and your rising sign? Donna, what are yours? Let me know if you guys know. Some people don't know, and that's okay. Some people just know their sun sign. All right, so let's start, Leo, King of Pentacles. I feel like something here has kind of thrown you off balance, and there's an invitation here to find that balance again, to reconnect with that. I feel like there were energies coming in that were trying to help to ground you a little bit, to bring you into a place where you could create some kind of a solid foundation underneath. And I don't know what happened with that. Maybe like that just got away from you, or you got distracted with other things that you needed to be doing. But this is really saying come back to that more grounded place that you had found yourself in. Maybe there was like things that you were working on yourself. You were focused on bettering yourself in some way. You were improving your health in some way. Maybe you were improving your home. Maybe you were improving your experience in some way. Maybe you're working on building your business in some way. And this is an invitation to come back to that and to recognize that maybe you've stepped away from that a little bit. And it's okay. That's life, right? And we do that. But this is that reminder that you've made some commitments to yourself, and it's time to come back to that so that you can be the best version of yourself. Maybe you surround yourself with people who you know want the best for you, are rooting for you, are believing in the things that you're working on. I also do feel like this is about, in some cases, figuring out, how do I bring more balance into my finances? I think that there will be actually a nice steady flow of finances for you, Leo, in the month of June. Like, it feels very abundant to me. But this is saying have a plan for that. Do that in a grounded way where it's not just like the money's coming in and then it's rushing right out, because we don't want to have that. Okay. We want to have that be invested in things that are going to serve you for the long term. So be mindful of that. That's coming in. So figure out a good plan, a nice grounded plan for how to do that. There's a reset that's happening here for you with the purification card. Maybe you've been pulling your energy back in some ways, or you've been focusing on, because we have this healing card as well, maybe you've been focusing on your healing in some way. And I feel like you are bringing that. This energy is kind of bringing that hermit energy in traditional tarot. So maybe you're feeling like you've got to pull your energy back a little bit and reset and recharge and clear yourself. And I think that that's a good thing for you, because I think that the insights that will come through that process will be really key and important. It's important to notice what it is that you're needing and what it is that you truly want. And I think that that comes from taking that time. I also, with this energy, feel like there is a call to, again, ground your energy, purify your energy in some way. Maybe there's been some things that you've been caught up with in that were distracting, unhelpful, an investment of your time and your energy that isn't really how you want to be investing your time and your energy. So again, this is saying, let's reset, okay? And allow this process to help you to come out of this month of June even better than you started. I think it's helping you to improve. And the things that are coming up for you, the emotions that are coming up for you, the triggers that are coming up for you with this healing card are all about helping you to heal. So this card says powerful healing is happening for you now. Embrace your gifts as a healer and a helper in this world. So some of you might be in a place where you're having kind of a spiritual awakening and you're feeling like you want to help to heal others, or you want to help others, and you're feeling that call and that pull, and maybe you're ignoring that in some way, or if that feels really overwhelming to you. But this is saying, listen, this is coming up. This isn't showing up just because, right? This is showing up for a reason. And maybe it's time for you to answer the call in some way. And also the triggers that are coming up, or the fears that are coming up for you, aren't coming up by mistake. They're coming up to allow you to take a look at them and heal them. And I think that there's a lot of opportunity to do that. By the way, when I'm talking about this, it seems like I'm talking about it's maybe going to be a heavier month for you. I don't think that it has to be a heavier month for you. I think that as long as you are listening in, tuning into these messages, I think actually you can address some things pretty quickly, honor your intuition, and move forward and have a fantastic month that feels more aligned for you. It just feels like a little bit out of alignment, and releasing some old stuff is going to help you to step into these new beginnings that are happening for us as a collective. So that is Leo. Donna is saying she is a Cancer. Okay, Donna, yes, you did miss it, but you can go back and catch it. You can rewind it. Do people even say that anymore? I don't know, but you can rewind it and go back and check that out. You can check it out on the YouTube channel. If you know your moon and rising, you can watch for those. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Marsha. What are your signs? What signs are you waiting on? Are you what's your sun sign? What's your moon sign? What's your rising sign? Only if you know. It's okay if you don't know. If you don't know, you can check out your sign, your chart. I think it's Astro Cafe is one of the places that you can get a free chart, and it's going to tell you your rising, which is your ascendant typically in your chart, and it'll tell you your moon sign. It'll tell you your Venus sign. No, you didn't miss Libra yet, Marsha. So we're getting there. We're moving on to Virgo right now. So we are almost there to Libra. So yeah, check that out. You can find that, and that will give you the information about yourself. So let's check out Virgo now. Okay, Virgo, I like this. I feel like there's a lot of magic in the month of June. This is what I'm talking about. Let me just take a sip of my iced tea. Say hello if you're watching. Let me know. Like this video. Like I said, I'm working on 100 likes for one of my videos. This is my new goal, and I want to see it happen. So just like this video, help me out. All right, so Virgo, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Moonlit Enchantment, the Magic card, and we have the Forward card. So Virgo, what have you been doing? You've been putting some good out to the world. I feel that so strongly. You've been doing some good things. You've been focused on putting good out to the world. Maybe you've been investing in something that's important to you for a long time. And you've been giving and giving and giving. And the month of June feels like it's time to receive. Six of Pentacles. It's time to receive. It's time to get the repayment for the energy that you have invested in something. This could be a relationship where all of a sudden you see that there's more reciprocity, or a new relationship where you're finding, wow, this person really wants to give to me as much as I give to them. It could be some kind of, let's say you have your own business. It could be some kind of a payout, a payoff, a big month for you in terms of all of a sudden you have a lot of sales, more than you have had in a while. This could also be with the Six of Pentacles. And I do feel this for some of you, like this is like a karmic repayment of some kind. So it might even be that somebody who owes you money pays you a bunch of that money, or that money comes in some way that is unexpected, right? Maybe it's not, maybe you've given and given to a situation and you're not receiving necessarily from that situation, but it's coming in some other way, whether that's money, whether that's blessings, opportunities, gifts, whatever that looks like. This could also be some kind of a gift to you that's saying, hey, I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing, and I just want to give to you. Or, hey, I really want to invest in you. So that's the energy that I'm feeling here with that, because it does feel really magical. And we see with this Moonlit Enchantment card, this magic card, that things are happening, right? And you may find that that is happening around the full moon in the month of June. I believe that that is June 11th or 12th, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's right around there. So you might feel that pull during that moon, or you might see that things are developing and happening around that full moon. Maybe intentions that you set 6 months ago are now developing with that full moon. Whenever we see the full moon, we see the development of the things that we're trying to manifest. So it might be around that full moon, or it just might be the energy of a full moon where we have the things that you've invested in finally developing and happening for you. So this is very cool. But we definitely see forward movement with the Forward card, right? Like we're on the road, we're heading in a good direction here for you, Virgo. And it says you are moving forward. Barriers and roadblocks are clearing, a positive change. Yeah, I kind of get that sense. Maybe you've been feeling stuck. Maybe you've been feeling like there have been roadblocks and you're just not receiving the return on your investment. And I feel like here in the month of June, you will be. So I can't wait to hear about it. Please let me know. I would come back to this video and let me know what happened for you guys? What showed up for you guys? How did this energy show up? I always love to hear updates on where things are at for people. Let's see. Now, Marsha, we are on Libra. Any other Libras in the house? I am a Libra moon. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty today. All right, let's see what we've got here. Okay. All right, so Libra, we have the Seven of Cups. We have the Wild Rose Fairy, the love card. That's adorable. I love this little fairy here. And then we have the Earth card with a little gnome here. So, okay, random, but I do feel like there's some kind of deeper connection to the elemental world, the nature spirits, the fairies, the gnomes, that kind of stuff, right? Where you might notice that you feel more connected to that this month. This is just for some of you, but especially if you have an interest in that, maybe you're feeling that pull to connect more with the nature spirits, or maybe just to connect more with nature here with this Earth card. And if the Earth card says, spend some time in nature, connecting to the earth provides healing, balance, and clarity. So definitely take some time, spend some time connecting with the earth. I feel like this is really important for you to help to give you that grounding that you need. But I also kind of get the energy of just maybe being excited to connect with the earth. Maybe you've been waiting for some reason. Maybe you've been like injured, or maybe you live in New York like I do, and you haven't been able to go outside because it's constantly raining. Whatever it is, I get like this energy of, oh, I'm so excited to just get outside, to connect with the earth, to go camping, to do this thing outside, to work on my garden. So whatever it is, follow that excitement. Let that guide you. I think that will be helpful for you and your energy here in the month of June. But I also just get the sense that you're going to be having a great time connecting with the earth, or with the nature spirits, the elementals, the fairies, the gnomes, whatever you feel called to do, but you'll know what is right for you. Now we have the Seven of Cups here. So I think you're going to have a lot of options showing up for you in the month of June. I feel like collectively for June, some real stuff is actually going to be happening, where we are feeling like manifestations are happening for us, where energy is moving forward, where there is a new level of success. And this Seven of Cups is saying to me, yeah, like some things are coming in, but maybe it's more options than you anticipated. Maybe it's feeling spoiled for choice, or overwhelmed even with the options. It's hard to tell on this card, but like, see how she's got all of these options ahead of her. And some of them are, it's always drawn where some of the cups are built to look better than others, right? And well, actually in this deck, that's not quite the case. She's got a castle, she's got a heart, she's got a rainbow, lights, all of that stuff. So maybe for you, especially with me feeling called to pull this deck, maybe it's like all the options are pretty good, but you've got to choose what's best for you. You know what I think it is though, Libra? It just feels like a lot of blessings hitting for you at once in a lot of different areas of your life. And so it feels like maybe like if you're waiting on something related to your home, because I'm very drawn to the castle here on this card, you get good news about that and that gets to move forward, or you get to improve your home in some way. Maybe in terms of something that would make you really happy, you get news about that. I definitely feel like for those of you who are looking for love, looking for relationships, there's some really good vibes around that, although you might have a lot of different options. So, and a Libra will love that, right? But you are going to find yourself in a position where it's like, okay, but maybe I should narrow this down. Maybe I should decide what it is that is going to be the best fit for me. So you might find yourself kind of weighing out your options. Maybe you're going on different dates, connecting with different people, things like that, so that you can make a decision that is going to be best for you. At the end of the day, with the Seven of Cups, this is about tuning in with yourself and making the decision that is best for you. So if you need to make choices, know that. But I feel like, especially with this wild rose fairy, that certainly there are opportunities for love in your life if you're somebody who is looking for that. That might be taking your relationship to the next level. If you are already in a relationship, that could be new love. That could be self-love. That could be you just being in a position where you're like, I love myself. I love where I'm at. I love all of the hard work that I've done on myself, and I am feeling myself this month. And by the way, when you're feeling yourself, you're going to manifest even better options. So this is a really powerful shift. And I feel like in some ways, Leo or Libra, you are stepping into your power here. And I like it. It looks good on you. So let's see. All right. Beth is Leo rising, Aquarius sun, Scorpio moon. Yes, catch the replay, but we have not done Aquarius or Scorpio. So we are getting to those. But if you want to catch the replay, it'll be on my YouTube channel, and we'll have the chapters up later. Marsha saying, I hope the blessings will happen. I've been on a journey I did not plan. Thank you for the cards. Lots of choices to be made. Yeah, Marsha, even if you didn't plan it, I feel like when stuff happens and we have to deal with all of that, redirection is God's protection. I truly believe that. And so even if you didn't plan it, I think you're learning, it feels like, to make the best of where you're at. But I also feel like that typically means that more blessings are going to come into your experience on the other side of that. So I think you have a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited for you. And I think that you're going to find yourself in a position where you're like, thank God that fell apart, or that thing happened, or it went the way that it did, because if that didn't happen the way that it did, I wouldn't have the things that I have now. So sending so many blessings your way, Marsha, and to all of the other Libras out there. Okay, so we are going to move on to Scorpio. Do a time check. Okay, wow, this is powerful. Okay, so Scorpio, we have the Knight of Cups. We have speaking of powerful, we have the Dragon card, the Power card. And we have the Rebirth card, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. No big deal, right? That's like some major stuff. I think that let's start out with this Knight of Cups. Let's start here. Scorpio, I think that you're being invited to follow your heart with something here. It might be that you're feeling like you're called to lean into a relationship or a connection or an opportunity or something. But this is just saying it's okay to lean into that and to move forward with that, and to do that in a way that is open-hearted. The Knight of Cups is a very romantic energy sometimes. And so you might find that there's a lot of romance that's happening for you, and that can feel scary sometimes. But ask yourself where your heart is. Ask yourself where your heart is leading you. You might also be in a position where you feel like you want to share your heart or what's on your heart with others, where you want to express your love, you want to share just something that you've been feeling recently, be more romantic in some way. But it doesn't have to be in regard to just romantic relationships. It might be just you're sharing with a friend that you love them so much, that you value them so much. I don't know. I feel like you're maybe going to be in your feels a little bit and taking action from your feels a little bit here this month. But it feels like in a really good way, like you're going to feel more connected to people, like you're going to be opening to people in a little bit of a different way. This feels really good. And we have that, like it's a powerful place. It's almost like you understand now how powerful it is to be open to letting yourself go with where the flow is taking you with this Power card. Certainly there might be opportunities that come in here in the month of June that help you to feel that much more empowered, to be in more of a leadership role. I definitely am feeling success here with this energy as well. So in this card, there's this image of this girl who is sleeping, and then we have the dragon who appears to be watching over here. I kind of get this energy, especially with that Knight of Cups, that there's almost like you're letting your guard down here in the month of June, and you're being encouraged to do that, and to know that the universe has you, right? The universe is the most, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is the most protective dragon that you can have. It will protect you. It will help to support you. It will help to keep you safe, keep you blessed, all of these things. And it's almost like you relax and you start to trust a little bit more in the universe having your back, in the universe taking care of you, or surrendering a situation. And when you do that, that supports you in being that much more empowered. Like almost like you stop handing your power away to fear, and you start to know that your true power comes through surrender and allowing yourself to just go with the flow and where that is leading you. And I think you're going to find yourself feeling really empowered here this month. Then we have that rebirth card, and it says, this is a time of powerful new beginnings. Do not be afraid. Rise, flow, and claim your power. So that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. I love that. And this is that invitation to, well, claim your power, right? It says claim your power. We have that word power here too. So maybe there's a situation where you haven't claimed your power, where you haven't said what you needed to say, you haven't done what you needed to do. Maybe you've been sitting back on it a little bit, and this is saying go for it. But this also feels like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and this is your rebirth. This is a time of powerful new beginnings for you, and you're going to start to see that. So be open to the blessings that are wanting to come in. Be open to where this flow is leading you, and let yourself lean into this empowerment that is happening for you here this month, Scorpio. All right, let's see. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Do we have any Sagittarius out there? Let me know. Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. Let's see. Okay. So we have the Four of Swords. We have the Starry Night, the Acceptance card, and the Dope Soul card. This is from my Find Your Magic deck that I created, and I always love this card. I think it's just so cute. Okay, so Sagittarius. I see you here this month focusing on wrapping your head around something that you're trying to accept. Some kind of a truth that you're trying to accept, some kind of a situation that has happened that you're trying to accept. And you're trying to wrap your head around it. You're trying to figure out, okay, what do I do with this? Like, it is what it is. That's kind of the energy that I get. But what do I do with this? And I think part of what you're going to want to focus your energy here on, Sagittarius, in the month of June is with this Four of Swords, reflecting on it, slowing down, meditating, if you're a meditator, or doing something that helps you to feel connected to yourself and connected to that inner voice within you. There's definitely a slowing down, because maybe what you're trying to accept isn't something necessarily that you want to accept. Or maybe it's not even something hard, but you're just kind of coming to an awareness here in your life that there's something that you need to be aware of. There's something that's different now than it used to be. And so you're working on just kind of seeing the world from a new perspective, or seeing yourself from a new perspective, understanding, embracing this newness. And I think that you're going to get there. But I think this is all about just taking that time to make sure that you do that, to carve out some time and energy to allow you to do it. That's going to be really important for you, because this is almost like giving that Phoenix energy as well with this Dope Soul card, where you go into this month going within, meditating more, trying to work and wrap your head around some things in your life. But you come out of that understanding your power, understanding your worth. The card says, remember your dopeness. Don't underestimate yourself. Confidence is needed. So maybe part of what you're needing to connect with is that confidence. And you have to do that on your own, just letting yourself sort of process all of this and getting to that place. Or maybe you're working with somebody to help you to get there, but there's a real energy of developing something here in this month. And to know your worth, know your value. And I think as you're wrapping your head around some things and as you're allowing your life to change in some way, because I feel like there's allowing your life to change in some way, it actually helps to contribute to your confidence in some way, to you seeing yourself in a new light, in a more positive light. So there's a shift that's happening, and it might be a subtle shift, but it's an internal shift, a change to your thoughts, a change to your perceptions. So allow this to happen. I think that it's naturally happening, but this is just allowing it to happen because it's bringing you into a place where you do remember who you are and what you deserve and how you want to be living your life. Maybe you've been distracted with some things that haven't been serving you, haven't been helping you. And this is saying, let's come back and refocus because you're not honoring yourself. So that might be kind of uncomfortable, but it's bringing you to a place where you feel more confident and more connected to yourself and more aligned with yourself. So that feels really good and really positive and important. So I think that that's going to be your gift and your blessing that you connect with here in the month of June. So that is Sagittarius. Oh yeah, Rick, you're a Sagittarius. I knew that. All right, let's see. What do we have next? We are on Capricorn. Is anyone a Capricorn here? Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Owl Spirit card, the Wisdom card. And we have the Purpose card. So let me share this with you, Capricorn, because I always say that what happens as part of the reading is part of the reading. The minute that I started to pull these cards, my soul was just like trying to bail out of my body, meaning like I just kind of, for a split second, left the building. For a split second, my focus was not here. I was not present. And so you may be in a place now through the month of June where you're wanting to disconnect from yourself, you're disassociating, you're not fully feeling connected to yourself. And this is just encouragement to come back down, to get yourself grounded, to come back down to yourself and to truly tune in with yourself. Maybe there's something that you're avoiding. Maybe there's something that's making you uncomfortable and you're just like, I don't know, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this. And this is saying, don't distract yourself. Don't run away from it. Don't ignore it, because you're going to have some challenges come up later if you don't address it now. Something has to be addressed now. And maybe you've already been running from it. If you're honest with yourself, maybe you've been ignoring it. You've been setting it aside. And this is just saying, nope, it's time to come back. It's time to really focus on what is actually happening here and figure out some solutions, or figure out how you feel about it, or figure out what you need to do in regard to some things. So that's not for everybody, but that's certainly for some of you. I felt that very, very strongly. So we have this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there's this feels like avoidance to me. This feels like, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to take a step in this direction. Like there's a knowing, there's an understanding that you need to address it, that you need to look at it, understand it, talk about it, whatever this is, but you're not for some reason. And I feel like that comes from fear, or that just feels like maybe you're already overwhelmed enough in your life and it's just like one more thing that's being added to the plate. But again, this is saying if you don't address it, it's going to lead to bigger problems later. So I think if you address it, if you have the conversations that you need to have, or you take the actions that you're feeling called to take, or you move forward, I think there's actually a lot of success there for you. And that is where your success in the month of June is going to be created through, is that willingness to do the things that maybe you don't want to do, to have the conversations that you don't want to have, to take the steps in the direction that you feel afraid of, but you intuitively on some level know that you need to be doing. You're going to be connected to that though. You're going to find the answers. You're going to know what you need with this owl spirit, the wisdom card. Maybe even owls will show up for you as a sign, as a symbol. I'm feeling that owl really strongly. So it's going to come, like the clarity will come, the awareness will come, but there has to be the willingness to take the actions as that intuition is coming in. I don't think that you can run from yourself this month. I don't think you can ignore your intuition this month. I don't think that you can ignore a situation here this month, because that wisdom is going to be saying, let's take care of this. Let's do this. I also feel like you're going to get a lot of good ideas here in this month, and you're being encouraged to take action in regard to those, because those are going to create success for you. You have all of the wisdom within yourself to know exactly what it is that you need to do. I don't think that this is an issue this month of not knowing what it is that you need to be doing. It's just a matter of that willingness to do it. So definitely follow through with that. That feels really important. And then we have this purpose card. Okay. So I do kind of get the sense, Capricorn, I'll be honest with you, it feels a little heavier. It feels more difficult this month. Like there are things that are happening, but I feel like with this purpose card, it says, trust that your experiences are happening for a reason, living a purposeful life. And I feel like there are things that are happening that maybe are uncomfortable, but they're happening for a reason. And this is meant to bring you into some kind of new opportunity, or to clear something out in order to make space for something else, or to allow you to learn a lesson, or to allow you to make a change that is going to set you up for more success later. There's something here about that. And so know that what's happening is happening for a reason. It's happening for a purpose, and trust it. Trust in the fact that this is bringing you into an even better outcome. You're tuning into your wisdom, which your wisdom is your intuition, right? And your intuition is saying, hey, we've got to take a look at this, because if we don't, then our life isn't going to be better. So this feels important here for you, Capricorn. I hope that makes sense. I think if you can take it head on and just address it and do what your intuition is telling you need to do, and you know what to do, it's going to pay off, even if it's scary, because it does feel scary. It feels like you want to avoid it. All right, so that is Capricorn. Oh, Prakash, you looked it up. Okay. So Prakash, your moon sign is Sagittarius. Your rising sign is Scorpio. Okay. So we did both of those, but go back and check those out if you want to. I have the banner in the bottom so you can find those, but also I will have the chapters up for the YouTube video later on today. Okay. So let's check out Aquarius now. What's going on for Aquarius? And I think Prakash, you said that you are Aquarius. Yep. Okay. So this is for you. This is for your sun sign. So let's check that out for you. Okay. So Aquarius, we have, the Ace of Pentacles. I love it. We have the New Beginnings card. And we have the Magic card. So, okay. I love this for you, Aquarius. This is a nice energy. I felt the last Aquarius reading that I did felt like there was a lot of magic related to that too. So this doesn't surprise me to see this here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, along with this Daffodil Fairy, the New Beginnings card. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of new beginnings for you that are happening. A lot of good stuff that is happening and developing for you in your life. Ace of Pentacles is like a grounded new beginning in some way. So it might be some kind of new money coming into your experience, or new way that you're making money, or new way that you're investing your money, doing something new in regard to your finances. This can also be a new home, or just a new experience here on earth. And that's what I'm feeling mostly for Aquarius, like almost like you're entering a new chapter, and it's just going to feel different. And I think that your day to day is going to feel different. Yeah, Prakash is saying, I like magic. Yeah, we all do. And I think you've got a lot to look forward to. And I think your day to day is being shaken up and changed, but know that this is happening for the better. So if you're freaking out over the changes that are happening, know that this is all meant to usher you into this new chapter, and that this is a really good thing. It can bring in a lot more blessings into your life, in your day-to-day life, but just overall as well, in terms of your security, your safety, your quality of life, all of that. So I see blessings that are wanting to come in for you. And some of those are coming in the form of new beginnings. I do feel like you're being invited to shake things up in terms of your routine, in terms of how you're approaching things. So if you already are feeling that intuitive message, like, geez, I've got to do this, whatever this is, in a different way, do it anyway. Do it in a different way. Be willing. Follow that intuitive prompt, because that feels important. Prakash says, yes, freaking out. Yeah, it's okay. This is all good. This is all like bringing you into something really incredible. And so it's okay, and allowing it. Maybe it's even a new job for some of you, or starting a business. It can be that kind of stuff. But this is about leaning into new beginnings. This is about a trust fall with the universe, allowing God, the universe, whatever you call that, to show up for you in ways that maybe you've never experienced before, because maybe you've never leaned into it as fully as you were about to lean into it, where you're just saying, you know what, I'm going to trust that God will catch me if I make this leap of faith. Certainly do that in a grounded way. You know, we've got this Ace of Pentacles. So this isn't about rushing into something or being spontaneous in a negative way, but this is about like, what new beginnings are happening for you, leaning into those, and what new beginnings have you been considering for a while, and taking steps to allow for those to happen for you, because there is a lot of magic that's happening for you right now. The magic card says some seriously magical shit is going down. Pay attention. Signs, synchronicities, and magical help. And I was just saying in my weekly reading, there's a lot of synchronicities that are happening right now. There's a lot that is being developed for us in order for us to have a really great month ahead. And so let it happen. Let things be shaken up. Let things be moved around. Be willing to be flexible with that. It's going to bring in more blessings than you could have ever imagined. So you settle the freaking out if you can a little bit, and lean into it, because I think you have a lot to look forward to. All right, so that is Aquarius. And last but not least, we have Pisces. I'm a Pisces rising. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Say hello if you're watching. Let me know if you're a Pisces. Let me know if your messages from your reading resonates for you. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Oh, I like this. Okay. All right. So Pisces, we have the Moon card in reverse. We have the Earth Spirit card, the Stability card. And we have the Trust card. I'm going to start there. I'm going to start with the Trust card. And it says, let go of the fear. You are helped, safe, and protected. Let the divine take care of it. And yeah, like it just kind of feels like there are some things being orchestrated for you, but there is going to be a level of trust involved, because if you're trying to control things right now, that's not going to work very well for you, Pisces. I was talking with Taurus about how there really needs to be a level of detachment with some of these things that are happening. And so working on that detachment and working on saying, you know what, I surrender this. I hand this up. I trust my higher power to take care of me. I trust that I'm being held. I trust that things are working out for me, that everything is always working out for me. That would be a really good thing for you to repeat to yourself often, Pisces. Everything is always working out for me. That is one of my go-tos. In fact, it's such a go-to that when I catch myself worrying, my brain almost always will say to me, everything is always working out for you. So lean into that, Pisces. Know that you're helped, you're protected. Maybe there's something that you're worried about. Maybe there's someone in your family that you're worried about, or somebody that's important to you that you're worried about. I kind of get that energy as well. And this is saying all is well. You're being helped. You're being taken care of. Maybe a financial situation that you're worried about. I feel like this is saying the more that you lean into trust, the more God is going to show you how blessed you really are. The more that you let Jesus take the wheel, the more that you trust the universe is going to have your back, and you surrender it, and you trust in that surrender. You trust that it's going to be taken care of. The bigger the blessings that can come in for you. And it's a choice, right? So it's the choice to say, I don't really know what I'm doing here, because do any of us really? And I'm going to trust in my higher power to take care of it. I'm going to hand it up. I'm going to let go. And I think that you're going to see with this moon card in reverse that things start to get really, really clear. I think it's almost like with this moon card, you're trying to feel it out. You're trying to figure out, where is this going? What's going to happen? Like, what does the future look like? And this is saying, stop focusing on that. And as soon as you stop focusing on that and you trust, then the sun comes out, right? Then it becomes clear. Then you get the clarity that you need, or you start to understand where this is going, or you start to understand what's happening and developing for you. But if you're so focused on needing to understand it, needing to control it, needing to know the path that this is going down, you're going to miss it. Don't block your blessings with trying to control it. Okay, let yourself be in flow as best you can. If you need to work on that, maybe read a book on detachment. I have a class on detachment in my Clarity by Christy membership. It is a masterclass. A lot of people have said that that's been very helpful for them. So check that out. Some of you are already in it. It's only $9.99 a month. So get in it. That price is going to be changing soon, by the way. So join that now. I have a whole package of new stuff that's going to be released at the beginning of the month. And we're going to, I have about 4 years worth of content up there as well. So all kinds of classes, meditations, hypnosis sessions, check it out, but check out the detachment class in there as well. And then we have these stability cards. So all is well. It's going to be okay. It's almost like you're worried, like, is this going to work out? Is this going to be okay? Am I going to have what I want? And I think if not what you want, something better. But I think that this is saying that good things are coming in for you, that stability that you're looking for, that peace that you're looking for, that thing to come back into balance that you're looking for, that's going to happen. And it feels really good, and it feels grounded, and you feel really held and supported in the month of June if you lean into it. But you have to make the choice to lean into it and to let go of at least some of that control, because you don't actually have control over it anyway. I think it's so funny. We have this illusion of control. I do this too, but we think that we have control over it. And it's like, no, you don't actually have control over it. So stop checking on circumstances a million different times. Stop trying to control other people. Stop trying to make the situation, force a situation that's not developing, and just step out of the way and let God take care of it for you. So, and I say that all because I am a Pisces rising, and I know exactly what this energy is about for me. But what is that about for you? I want you to tune in with that and ask yourself that question. Thank you guys so much for being here today, for joining me live. I appreciate you so much. Please, if you haven't hit like on this video, hit like, comment, say hello, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that already, so that you will get notifications when I do lives like this, and you can jump in and join me live. If you like watching me pull cards, If you like this live interaction, I also do monthly now in my membership, a soul circle meeting that is only for my members, where we pull cards on your personal questions, where we talk about your spiritual questions that you have, the things that you want to understand, the things that you're feeling stuck with, where we do like a group coaching, whatever it is that you guys are needing. But that's going to be coming up in the month of June. And I will have that posted on June 1st with all of the information. But jump in, join us, be a part of it, and have that be a little bit more personalized for you. I would love to have you, and you can check that out. I put the link down below, claritybychristy.com. Just look for the membership tab and check that out. Get yourself signed up monthly, yearly, whatever you feel called to do. But I would love to have you in there and to have you bring your energy to the live so that we can just all be connecting and supporting one another, and have a little soul circle, a little soul tribe. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you soon with another video. Take care.